Hello, graphic novel students. We're going to be talking about our graphic novel collaboration project. And this is a project where you're going to be working in groups of three to collaborate to produce a graphic novel um, based on a historical event. And so there are going to be three roles: researcher, writer, and artist. I want to emphasize that just as in an actual real life graphic novel collaboration, those roles are not exclusive. They interact, they overlap, and so communication and collaboration and the ability to get feedback from each other on your different roles and to participate in a role, even if it is not your specific role. For example, the role of researcher, the person who is writing and the person who is creating the art, they're going to have different questions that they need to answer um, that are slightly different than the individual whose focus is mainly being the researcher. All right. The artist, the researcher is going to have to go and check the artist's work to make sure that those drawings are historically accurate. And so it's going to be a process that involves constant communication. Okay, so there are going to be several technology tools that you use in this process, depending on if you're the researcher, the writer, or the artist. You're going to primarily work with one tool. Um, but even in respect to that, again, it is a collaboration. So, for example, we've got some resources here for you. There's a video called The Ethics of Historical Accuracy about the importance of getting it right when it comes to history. You're creating a graphic novel based on a historical event of some sort, and it is important that you get it as um, accurate as possible when it comes to history. So a tool we're going to use to help us with that is Symbaloo. Symbaloo allows you to collect resources, collect internet resources in one place. And this is a tool that can be shared. So not just one student, not just the researcher will be adding to this, but any of you can add resources to this. The researcher gathers resources here that all of the students in the group have access to. Okay, so this is going to be important if there's a website about what sort of costumes or outfits or how someone would have looked from this time. Let's say it's the Viking era. Okay, what did a Viking look like? Because that's going to be important for the artwork. So that would be a resource that would be here on Symbaloo that everyone could have access to. All right. You can continue to add to Symbaloo throughout the process. Okay. Graphic novels don't just come out of the air. Many of the people who are most famous from in the field of graphic novels are not artists at all. They're writers. For example, Alan Moore, the writer of Watchmen and V for Vendetta, writes a script and then works with an artist. It's a collaboration. So we've got some information here about scripting techniques. We have some tips in a YouTube video, tips for writing graphic novels, um, a video that you can watch and get some information, tips, advice, and guidelines for writing comic book scripts. It works much like script writing. All right. In addition to this, there's a great resource. There's something called the Screenplay Formatter on Google Docs. And my recommendation, if you want to make it easy on yourself and have the formatting set up, would work very similar to a movie script. And doing that, using that Screenplay Formatter on Google Docs will help a lot. Then we get to the actual creation of the comic. So Canva is a website. Create your own amazing comic strips online with Canva. So they have a lot of drop and drag tools that allow you to use to make your own comic strip. They've got great information here, the templates, customizing your comic, how you're going to kind of put this all together. Now, there are other um, sites that allow you to make comics. All right. So if there's one you're familiar with and it's not Canva, that's going to be okay. The artist's choice and your group collaboratively discussing what format works best for what kind of comic you're trying to create um, is fine. Okay. It will be a digital comic, even if it has your own hand drawn artwork in it. You can import that into a digital comic book, an online comic book format of some kind. All right. So we have these different steps. We have resources for the artist. We have resources for the writer. We have resources for the researcher. And we also have a rubric here that is going to show you the expectations and how this is ultimately going to be graded. Okay. So that is the information you need to get started. You're going to have specific questions for me based on your project and what type of historical period you're researching and how you're going to put this thing together. And I'll answer those questions individually with the groups. But everything you need for the basic getting started on your awesome collaboration, your historical graphic novel, everything is right here.